I'm looking at the best case scenario right now, 1-3. That's that best case. I'm saying the absolute best case. More likely they're going to be over. Skip, they can't win the game with LeBron on the court. How the hell they going to win without him? He's giving you 25, 8, and 7. So we're going to take 25, 8, and 7. Now, you're already losing probably by an average of double digits. So we're going to take that away from you. Where are you going to get that from? No. Yeah, I mean, they had a very slight chance. Like I said, I did not see this. But every indication, every scenario, every analytics, we put it together, say they're a play-in team. They said they are a play-in team. I laughed. I was like, man, if they healthy, how the hell are they going to be playing with a healthy LeBron, a healthy AD? No, Skip, they're not making no playoffs. They're not making it.
I can't believe you're conceding this early, and I can't believe...
Why you want me to take on more casualties?
Okay, I can't even believe what you're saying because it's impossible what you're saying. You're telling me that a team with LeBron James, even though he has a minor injury right now, that I don't think is going to cost him a bunch of games, but with LeBron James and Anthony Davis and a Russell Westbrook, who is now the odds-on favorite to win 6th Man of the Year, that team is going to even miss the play-in tournament?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Easy.
It doesn't make sense. I can't make it add up.
It's Skip. The thing is that I'm just trying to figure out, you talk the odds-on favorite to win. When are they going to be odds-on favorite to win a game? They've been underdogs in all the games. So when are they going to be odds-on? You talking about this guy's odds-on favorite to win 6th Man of the Year. This guy's this and this guy's that. What about odds-on favorite? When are they going to be favored in the game? They're not going to be favored against Sacramento.
Well, they were 5-point dogs last night, and Clippers covered easily.
They were dogs. They were dogs to Cleveland. Mm-hmm. They were dogs to Utah. So
twice. Yep. If Matt Ryan doesn't hit a miracle shot at the end of regulation at home against the Pelicans, you are 1-10. And I don't know how he hit one of the great trick shots, one of the great horse shots you've ever seen, falling sideways on a cross-court inbounds pass from Austin Reeves that was sensational.
It was a great pass.
Hit him right on the move to his right in the far right corner, and he has to launch it over the backboard, and he swished it to send it to overtime, and you won in overtime, and you won 2 cases of due off me that are now impossibly wrong because there's no way they deserve to win that game, and you got me again because you've been on a hot roll, unlike LeBron James. So what smacked me right between the eyes late last night when this game ended, I'm looking at the box and I'm saying, wait a second.
Yeah.
LeBron had 30 points.
30. And
he made 12 of 22 shots. That'll work. Yeah. And he made 4 of 9 threes. That'll really work. Mm-hmm. And he did have 8 rebounds. I'd like to see more than 5 assists, but maybe it's because the others don't cash. But the point is, then I look at the final little column before the points here. In the time he was on the floor, and it was 32 minutes and 21 seconds, he was a minus 17. So his team lost the game by 17 points when he had his feet on the basketball court. That's impossible. That's just wrong.
Yeah.
That speaks to...
Impact is not there.
It's just not there. He is getting older. He's still capable. Yeah. What's he averaging now?
25, 9.
25, 9, and 7. Okay. By any other standards, any other team, you'd say, I'll take that.
Yeah, a guy to
25, 9, and 7.
A guy to average those numbers for 10 years going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's a fact. And last night's numbers, you would think from LeBron James, the king, that should be enough to win the game. And it wasn't even close. Because you get blown off the floor in the first quarter, 38-21. That's the most points the Clippers have scored in any quarter. So you're not playing any defense anymore. Then you roar back in the second quarter, as you always do, 31-16, and it's just a 2-point game at halftime. And then you get smoked again in the third quarter.
Give up 33.
As you always do.
Yes.
So you are the worst team in basketball in the first quarter and the third quarter. Well, some of that falls back into LeBron's lap because he needs to lead. He needs to go set tones coming out of the tip-off and coming out at the halftime. You got to go reset the tone.
Well, I remember we had the conversation about the Nuggets where he didn't even take a shot until they checked back in the ball game and he took a shot with like 5 seconds left in the first quarter.
Okay.
And right there, but Skip, I mean, I watched the Lakers last. Skip, you saw this. Okay, they get the Clippers go on a run. They score like 13. The Lakers come all the way back, take a lead. And then I'll be damned if they don't let the Clippers go on another run and score 14
right
straight.
away,
And
right away. I know.
I'm like, what are y'all doing?
It's almost like the Clippers woke up and said, "What are we doing?"
And Skip, you know it got bad. The Clippers hit a three. AD takes the ball out. I mean, somebody takes the ball out.
He just
they pass
throws it right to the Clippers.
And Powell steals. I said, yeah.
Okay.
That's us. That's the Lakers this year.
So Russ put up decent numbers last night, 14 and 9 assists. You'll take that, right?
Yes.
He had his usual 4 turnovers. Sometimes it's 6, but that's too many. But AD gave you 21 and 9. No impact, no impact, no impact.
No.
So I sat back last night and it reminded me of my favorite all-time classic movie called Sunset Boulevard. I don't know if you know it, but Norma Desmond is this fading, washed-up, delusional former star, and she's walking down her spiral staircase in her home, and she looks up and says, "I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille," talking about the great Cecil B. DeMille, one of the superstar directors. Well, he ain't there. There's nobody there, and nobody's ready for your close-up. And it reminded me of, it's like LeBron comes down the spiral staircase, and then here comes AD, and then here comes Russ. We're ready for our close-up, Mr. DeMille. And there's no Mr. DeMille because you get your close-up during the games, and it doesn't impact the scoreboard at all.
Skip, I'm watching the Lakers, and maybe I'm the only one. But at no point in time do I think they're going to win the game. I mean, I'm watching the game. I've watched them all year. I think there's only one game that I actually thought, man, they're going to win this game.
Okay. Brings us to the new head coach. And we don't have much body of work, but I'm really trying to like Darvin Ham because I want to like him. I can't pile any of this on his doorstep just yet because he hasn't been there long enough.
Yeah, but Skip, here's the thing. It's hard to give a rookie chef the keys to a 5-star restaurant. The Lakers are a 5-star restaurant, or they used to be. And the first-time chef is not going to be the head chef, the lead chef in a situation like that. You're going to have to get some years under your belt. He was not set up in an ideal situation. The Lakers aren't good. It's the brand. The Lakers are the Lakers. But they're not good. Yeah, and I think we're doing him a disservice to like, man, we need a... No, we don't. It ain't the coach. You had an opportunity. Rob Pelinka fumbled. Because you had an opportunity to get Ty Lue, and you didn't want to give him the years, and you wanted to staff his coaching staff. And he said, no, I've earned the right as a NBA championship winning coach and gone to finals. I've earned the right to staff my own staff. I've earned the right to have, y'all not fit to give me talking about no 2-year deal and then the 3rd year is Nah, don't do that. Now look at him. Ty Lue over there, man, Ty Lue.
Okay, so the truth is, Darvin Ham made one great move. He talked Russ into coming off the bench, and it really helped, and it really worked. And you have maximized what's left of Russell Westbrook, and it doesn't matter. Hasn't impacted your one loss at all. So, to me, I could have had Red Auerbach in his prime and given him this mess, and he wouldn't be able to figure it out. Right?
No, we Skip. I mean, you look at this. I mean, minus. At least that's the reason Pat Bev there was in plus, +1, +3, minus. It's bad. Skip, there's nowhere right.
I thought Patrick Beverley would be something of a catalyst, at least on the defensive end. He is not a catalyst. They have fallen all the way to 18th in defensive efficiency after they started the first couple of games number 2 in the league in defensive efficiency.
They're not good, Skip.
Okay, so Patrick Beverley has not lived up to what I thought he could add to this team as a veteran catalyst. He has not done anything, and last night he was 2 for 8.
Skip, he's the guy.
Yeah, he's a guy who makes a lot of noise.
I mean, and that's why people got so upset about him, Skip, when he did the tour. He was talking about Chris Paul. He was talking about players like he was like that. And guys were like, bro, you're not like that. So why are you bashing guys that are like that maybe had a bad moment, but you never had great moments? Maybe a here or there, but you're talking about guys that's like, they're royalty. And I'm like, well,
I thought Pat Bev really helped that Minnesota team last year because they looked to him for leadership and playmaking in close playoff games and big games.
Skip,
he helped them. I think they miss him.
Man, Skip, when you do that kind of talking, you need to have Alvin Robertson. You need to be Robin on the defensive end. And he's not that. He's older now.
Yeah.
And Skip, how much defense are you going to be out there playing in a game where the average NBA player is 6'7" and you 6'1", 6'2"? How much impact are you going to have on the game? It's very hard. You got to be Steph. You got to be a guy like Dame or a guy like AI to have a skill like that. Skip, a 6-foot defensive player. Come on, man. You're not impacting the game like Skip now. Offensive guys are small guys, a Steph, or AI, or Isaiah Thomas. Yes. But a 6-foot defensive guy, you're not impacting the game.
Well, there was a reason that Pat Bev out of college had to go play in Greece and Russia and Asia and right?
Yeah, I mean, they'll find a niche, but you're not impacting the game.
Yep. So I'm coming around to you. I don't see a way out of missing the playoffs.
No.
I don't see a way out of it because there's no fixable trade to be made because unless Jeannie's going to part with those picks, and she's not.
But Skip,
because she'd say, to salvage what? I can't salvage anything here.
Right. You trade those picks to get you to the play-in. That's it. That's if you trade the picks, that's the best you can hope for. You're not contending.
Nope.
I mean, I'm not counting. Miles Turner had an unbelievable game, but I'm not counting on Miles Turner to come give me anything close to the 37 and 12 that he gave him the other night.
Yeah.
And then AD is like getting old right before our eyes, man. AD doesn't even move the same.
No, he doesn't. He does look like an old man to me, and he's not.
He's not.
No.
It's a physical game, a lot of wear and tear involved, guys. Hey, by the way, the NBA unveiling all 30 teams' new city unis today. So if you're a fashion uniform fan, check those out.
Lakers, y'all don't wear y'all's.
All right, gentlemen. What did OBJ say about where he's signing next? OBJ Watch continues right here.